So we're going to have to find the A, the B, and the C here. The C is kind of hidden. Now this C is kind of weird right here because it has the B inside of it. So we're going to find omega and the H, like our way, and then we'll match it up to the A, the B, and the C. All right, no problem. Okay. So let's look at 63. So for 63, the first thing I want to do, let's just make a bunch of blanks, I guess. Negative sign, or not negative, blank sign, blank times x minus blank, and then we have a plus blank. Oh, wait, we don't have that, actually. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the omega, which will become our b. We'll find the c after we multiply the b out, but this is how we do. If I'm looking at this one, the midline is right here, and it looks like I'm counting up 1, 2, 3 to my max, and then I'm counting 1, 2, 3 to my min, and so it looks like we have just a 3 right here. Since this is sine, okay, that's a sine, we're going to start our rotation, or start our sine curve at the midline. Now, where do you guys want to start? Do you guys want to start right here, or do you guys want to start right here? Because there's two options. Where do you want to start? Right there? Right there? Okay, we'll start right there. So what would that be? If this right here is pi, this must be pi over 2. And that means this right here must be negative pi. What would this one be? Actually, this would be negative pi. What would this one be? Negative pi over 2. So we're starting at negative pi over 2. If we're starting at negative pi over 2, what has to be right here? Yeah, so I'm going to go positive pi over 2, because that would shift our function to the left, pi over 2. Now, what about our period? We start doing our period. We go, whoosh, and we stop right when we start repeating ourselves. And so we went from here, that's pi over 2, to, what's that? That negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2? What's the distance between negative pi over 2 and positive pi over 2? Just pi. So we go pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2 to confirm our distance, and we get positive 2 pi over 2, which equals pi. Oh, snap. So our period is pi. What does this omega have to be so that we would get a period of pi? Now, this might be kind of obvious to you guys, so I don't need to do this part, but I'm going to write it out anyways, because there's one that's not that obvious elsewhere in these practice problems. 2 pi over omega to equal pi. What would that omega have to be? You guys said 2. All right, let's use algebra to prove it. I'm going to multiply both sides by omega, and then I have 2 pi equals pi times omega, and I'm going to divide both sides by pi. All right, we only have w, or omega, equaling 2, just like what you guys said. Now, if I multiply as 2 out, I would get 3 sine 2x plus, what's 2 times pi over 2? Pi. So there you have it. There's your A, there's your B, and there is your C.
So say if we started at 0.
What if we started right here instead? What if we started right there? Look at what's happening. We're going down first. You guys see that? We're going down first. So what does that mean about that number that's going to be in front of the sign? Yeah, it's going to be negative. So I have negative, or blank, we have x minus blank. All right. So this number is going to be negative for show. And we already know that the max goes up 3, the minimum goes down 3, so it's going to be a negative 3. All right? But no, what's good about picking that one is we don't have an h. There's no h. So we're going to just put a 0 right here because we did not move left to right. And what about our omega? Everything's the same as before, except now we're starting right here. We go, and then we stop right when we start repeating. But look at that. It's almost easier to see what the period is, because look, we go from 0 to pi, so what's my period? It's pi. And we showed earlier that if the period was pi, then this would have to be 2. So negative 3 sine 2x is the same as the other answer. We started somewhere else. Like let's say we started right here. Then that's a different phase shift, but then it's not going to be negative in front. So yeah, there's a bunch of different functions we can write. And that's because this is a periodic function, or a repeating function.